Hello everybody and welcome back to SkySaga Alpha 9. We're actually out here in a desert mastery quest, so I have to quickly apologize for Thursday. I didn't get a video out on time just because some real life things have been getting in my way and stopping me from doing much recording. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a combination episode. We're going to be doing part adventuring, which is what we're doing right now, and we're going to be doing a part building, although it's probably still going to be a short episode just because I really am out of time to record things at all really today. So it's going to be a bit of a quick one, but I just thought I'd want to get something up and have something for you guys because I have, of course, missed the Thursday video. So today we are running through a leaf in the sand. Now for those of you who don't remember or haven't been following along with the Desert Mastery quest, we're doing quests for Ashket, who's the materials trader in the hub, and she used to be a priest but lost all of her memory. She was captured at one point and she stopped doing her rituals for the god that she believes in, and she now believes that she is the one that caused the shattering. She performed another ritual in the last episode, and she thinks that she can fix this by finding the ardent people here in the desert. So that's what we're doing today. We're trying to find an ardent building in this desert that we're in right now. So obviously this is not it. We've got a sprawling villa, which definitely looks like a desert-style building. We're also out in, I think, our first Fabled, or maybe our second Fabled. I think our second Fabled adventure, because the first one was pretty short and literally just performing a ritual which required some lion pelt and a few cactuses or something, I think. So it wasn't really a hard one to do, but that's okay. So this is our first actual Fabled adventure, realistically. I love these power attacks. They just do so much damage, and they're so nice. Ooh, that's weird. This shouldn't be like that. This should have blackstone underneath the sand, I would have thought. Yeah, blackstone. So for some reason this has got a nice little bug where it's displaying the wrong stone, I guess. Wow, okay, there's some big things going on over there. And I'm starting to take heat damage. Great! Also, yeah, shouldn't really be jump attacking anymore. Jump attacks don't do any extra damage. They used to, and I still haven't been able to kick the habit of jump attacking people. But that's okay, we'll get there eventually. This guy is really slow. I really need to try and find myself a spear, because the spears are awesome. They're a lot faster than these guys. Wow, this guy's got bombs. I don't like you. Also, you're annoying with my axe. Okay, so we need to search for clues in this place, apparently, in the ambassador's mansion. Ah, jump attacks, man. Still doing the jump attacks. Dodge, dodge. Ah. Dodge, dodge. Dodging is the way to do this. It is really the way to do this. Oh. No, run away. Run away. Whew. Okay. Now let's eat some food. See what we can do about getting a bit of health back. So I brought cactus into this desert with me because cactus is good for alleviating heat and also getting health back. It's not quite as good at getting health back as meat is, but it's got that double use, so it takes up less space in the inventory, which is always a nice thing, especially when you're out on a Fabled adventure, because you want to have a lot of space to grab stuff out if you can. Ah, damn. Almost had that power attack going. Here we go, now I got the power attack. Bam! Yeah, that's right. Taste your own medicine right there. I also find it kind of interesting that these guys can usually power attack without building a power bar. Like they seem to be able to power attack just at any time. Obviously not too often, but they don't seem to have the same thing that we do, where you actually have to build hits to get a power attack. Anyway, I think done enough stuff out the front here. Let's go inside before that guy respawns, because there's definitely something that could happen. So anyway, more guys inside, of course. I'll take the pikeman out first, because he's going to be the most annoying. Bam! Yeah, that's right. Actually, I think while we're fighting little guys, we'll probably move over to the dagger. It's going to be a little bit faster. Yeah, there we go. So only the big guy, I think, will use the things on. Alright, I'm going to kill these guys off and have a bit of a look around here, see what we can find. We've done one of these before, so I'm just going to go through and open a few chests and see what's around. So this guy seems to be a prime candidate to have some clues in it, because that's what we're looking for in here. So of course, it is exactly what we need. Let's quickly answer the fire hailer. Looks like he left in a hurry. I wonder where he went and how far he got. Let's check the area for clues. Okay. So let me just quickly jump into my rucksack and have a look at what we got. So, Sir Thomas Lee's key. This belonged to the ambassador. It probably fits a small chest or a piece of luggage. Interesting. So we need to try and find a small chest around here somewhere. I'm guessing it's not in here. Have to be out and around in the world somewhere. Interesting. Let's go see if we can find any landmarks close by that might have some chests in them, and see what we can see. I think. Okay, awesome. So we've found an airship graveyard, and when I came close to the airship graveyard, it told me to search the airship graveyard for clues. So that is exactly what we're going to do. That would mean that there would have to be a locked chest up here somewhere that's actually going to hold whatever it is we need. Or hopefully there's going to be a locked chest up here somewhere that's going to hold the things that we want. So I'm just going to kill off all these skeletons around here. Let's just get all of these guys out of the way. Also, knights are just annoying. You guys need to get out of here with that terribleness that you are. Oh, we got a dark heart as well. Let's get that guy up. Oh, and a Blade Master boss. Probably the one that I like the least after shields. Shields are definitely my worst. But, I mean, having learnt how to kick them and stun them, it's a little bit easier these days, but still, they're just kind of annoying. So I'm going to head up to the top of this guy, because this is where the golden chest is, or the main chest for the adventure. So this is where I would expect to have to use the key. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. So now we have to answer the fire hailer, because of course we can't read anything before we answer the fire hailer and get the next piece. The queen, was she trying to save herself? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's just quickly read the thing that we got. The journal. My colleagues are threatening to take me sightseeing today despite my pretensions. They seem entirely unperturbed by the huge gathering of storm clouds, so maybe... oh, what? So I may be glaring at an ancient throne dripping wet. Perhaps I should have taken that deranged high priestess up on her offer. Squeeze a colossal insect into the hold of my ship and fly straight up. Okay, that's interesting, but it does seem as though we're going to end up having a bug queen fight, because bug queens are a boss that lives in the desert that we haven't actually encountered yet. So I'm keen for that. We should see a bug queen fight at some point in the near future, and that's going to be awesome. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the City of First Light and hand in this quest, see what we get for the next quest, and then we're going to move on through to do a bit of building for today. So let's do that. Okay, it is Ashcat time, so let's see what Ashcat has to say. My mind is whirling. Perhaps the mysterious throne mentioned in the journal is important. We should find out more. Okay. I personally would have been more concerned that you'd told somebody to jam a giant bug into their airship and fly upwards. I mean, maybe that's just me, but that's the main thing that I took out of that whole message there. So anyway, I think now that we've done that, we're going to leave the next two, and probably the final two. Yes, it is. It is the final two desert adventures going to be left for next week's questing episode. I should definitely be able to get that one out on time. The stuff that I've been doing kind of finishes this weekend, so I should be fine to get questing and everything back going again next week. So yeah, we'll have the last two of those for next week. For now, we're going to head over to the Wastelands build, because I have a few little bits and pieces that I picked up recently that I really want to throw down. I also want to move some of my lumostone stuff over there so that we can start adding some lumostone stuff to the settlers, not the settlers, the rum runners thing that we built earlier. couple of episodes ago now, because yeah, I'm pretty keen to have some kind of half spooky, almost Halloween-like effects going on in there. So let's head over that way and see what we can do with that build. So on our way through to my other island to do the Wastelands build, I thought I'd take you guys over here. This is the Halloween build that we've literally just finished working on, and we put into the Halloween build forum threads and things. So this has all been really awesome, but I did kind of do a lot of lumostone and not really show you guys how the lumostone was connected, mostly just because I didn't want to give away too much in the video, so that you actually had to think about things a little bit as you came through here and did this. So I thought I'd just come in here and just show you quite how many lumostone lines and connections and things there are. This place in here looks a little bit like a laser show as you fly around, just because there are so many lines that connect up all of the eyes, because obviously I need 2 lines connecting the eyes up to the roof area. Then it gets even worse in here. This place, I was a little sneaky and didn't show you how these were hooked up. I'm not even really going to I'm going to gloss over that a little bit. But there are a lot of lines in here. And they don't all render all at the same time either, just because there is so much stuff going on. And then these guys down here, this entire back section is being used to activate the Lumo lights at the back here and the lightning at the front there. So of course there is just like all of these pads at the front connected up, which gives this nice like weird effect. So I decided that I was going to hook these all up to a node, so I hooked them up to an N gate node, just because I wanted this to only turn on when it actually fired, whereas if you do the 2 NOT gate nodes, they do fire when the island starts up. So I mean, you can put stuff in to kind of fix that and whatever else, but I figured it would just be easier to do this way, and that's kind of led to this really weird, super glowy AND gate down here. And then of course we've got all of the lines that link up all of the lightning, and as you can see, there's just runs of the lightning stuff up at the top there, as you guys saw in my tutorial. So these make really cool like little graphical things. So it would really be interesting at some point in the future to be able to build lumostone lines that stay visible all the time, and it's potentially usable, potentially not usable. It would just be a really cool effect to have. So if we just bust out through the top up here, we'll have a look at all of the lumostone that is around the place. As you can see, I'm starting to lose sound effects because there's just too much lumostone on this island. So these guys through here, these are just the really long runs of the lightning effect I showed in a previous tutorial. Might even throw an annotation to that on screen about now, so you can click on that. Oh, actually no, I can't, because I'm using end cards, so I can't use annotations these days. But I'll leave it in the end card. And then this guy here is just the delay signal. So that one node that we had down there connects up to this latch. So this latch just turns everything on when I step on those plates. And then this guy here is just a long run of input delays, which are supposed to mean that when this is stepped on, the output doesn't go through to these lines until these delays have been used up. And they're like 20 seconds and 56 seconds and something else, just so that they were kind of firing at random times. And then this, of course, down here is the Angel of Death that we saw in the last episode. It's just connected up to everything. There's a few more delays down there that fire different turrets. Little test rig that I showed off, and then yeah, of course, all of the gates for the eyes and all of that kind of stuff, because there was a lot of gates that went into that. I could have extended this and done more with that, but I felt that the eyes were on long enough and that they were random enough as it was, so I just kind of left it again. So once again, this little rundown through the middle here is a little setup that just kind of delays that input for a little while, so that they don't all start at the same time. They kind of get staggered. For some reason, I'm not sure why that circuit up the top there didn't really work with the lightning. For some reason, all the lightning fires the first time. I think I've missed a safety end gate somewhere in there. So we're also here. I'm just making sure I haven't left any lumostone stuff here, because I did, of course, have a lot of lumostone stuff here But it seems as though we are good. I do need to come through here and clean out all these chests and take these back to my home island at some point, but we'll get to that, I think, later on, and I'll probably do that off camera as well. So there you go. That's all the lumostone. Very, very light showy down in there. Very laser show or whatever those things are called. Anyway, let's head on through to the wastelands and do a little bit of work over there. Okay, so here we are back on the Wastelands build. Now, the interesting things I've got are these guys, which have actually just popped up in the shops recently. So, we've got racks of hailbirds, barrels of swords, crates of mushrooms and cooked meat, and then we've got spider's webs in the black as well. These ones came obviously from the Halloween stuff, so I just kind of grabbed a whole bunch of those just in case I needed them. And I probably do actually for this guy over here. Just because the black spider webs are probably going to be a little bit better looking in here than anything else. So we'll probably fly through this place while it's still light outside, just because it is, of course, going to be relatively well lit up while it's light outside. And we'll throw a few cobwebs down, and I keep forgetting which way around these cobwebs go. So that way around, beautiful, and we'll go with the other corner style as well. We'll throw one of those just like that. Perfect. So I think the other barrels of things, I might throw a barrel of swords in here just for a bit of a laugh, because of course I've got loads of barrels around here already. We've got the white cobweb in there. This place is going to get lumostone lighting eventually. It's going to have something, I think, almost like fluoro style, but broken and old and degraded, I think, is where I'm going to go with that. I'm not sure about the lighting for this place. I might have some lumostone lamps in here, but just never turn them on. Because, like I said, this place is supposed to be abandoned and worn down, so I don't really want to have, like, working anything in there. Whereas this guy, the chasm that the bandits are inhabiting, needs to have things that make it look like it's actually up and running and usable. So I'm going to throw some halberds and stuff down in here. Let's throw a rack of halberds up against this wall. Oh wow, it's too tall, I think. Hang on. That could be a problem. Let's see if we can throw that down in here, in that little gap. Yeah, there we go. Wow, okay, those things are huge. That's interesting. Yeah, let's just break the floor out a little. And obviously then fix the floor up a little so that this actually looks alright. Let's throw that guy in there and throw another one in here. Beautiful. So I think I'm kind of making allowances to try and get that guy to fit. Not sure if I like that. That might have to get moved, because I've just thought there might be a better place to put those things, and all of these things actually. So got the boots of placing on, and I completely forgot about that. I think we'll just quickly take those off, because that always gets me. I'll get myself all set up in settler's gear and forget about the boots of placing, and I end up doing silly things like that. So anyway, what I'm thinking is down in here is where it's going to be the best place to put some halberds and things up against the wall. So we've got our racks of halberds. We'll throw some of these up against this wall over here, I think. Just like that. And we'll throw some racks of barrels around the place as well. Why do I keep clicking and dragging those things out? They exist in the world already. They exist in my hotbar already. We'll throw some, I think, throw a set of swords in the monster den, just because you can never be too prepared. You know, you can never be too prepared to fight your monsters or your beasts or whatever. And throw another rack of swords down in here, and maybe a rack of halberd against the back wall. Wow, these things are tall as, just like ridiculously tall. But it's still cool to have. Like, I've been wanting barrels of weapons and sword racks and things for ages, so this is awesome. Throw the last set down in here, I think, and we'll throw a barrel of swords at the back. And yeah, I think this is going pretty well. So we've got the crates of meat and stuff as well. So those are pretty obviously going down in the kitchen. So the kitchen is down through here, all the way down to the bottom down here. And we've got our little kitchen, so we're going to throw some racks of meat around the place. I might have to move some things to get all of my racks of meat in, although maybe not. I think we should be okay. throw some pumpkins down as well. Although I think we'll throw a lot of pumpkins there, and we might even throw a second lot of pumpkins like out here, just to kind of mark the fact that this is a kitchen, and hopefully people will pick up on that and yeah, use that to their advantage. So I think then the other thing I want to do is take these spider webs, and that's some more spider webs to the broken building and maybe to the boneyard as well. I need to find, there is another type of bone that I haven't put in the boneyard yet, so I need to find out when that goes on sale and buy a whole bunch of those and use those in a future build. So here we go, we'll go up there, throw some, I think I want to try these guys out, the big web, so we'll throw something down like that. It looks a little bit strange, not really connected to anything, but that's okay. We'll throw another web up in there. Oh, that's perfect, that works out so well. And I also want some corner web going on as well. Oh, hang on, here we go, this is probably a better place for that guy, maybe. Do we have a nice corner that we can sit some corner webs in? Not really. This is a little bit more of a rounded build than anything else, so we don't really have a nice corner that's going to be able to house that. Oh well, we'll leave those out of here for now. We'll head over to the cave area, see if we can throw some in here. Once again, this may not be the best place to have kind of spiders webs and things going on. Yeah, because it's a little bit more of a natural build, it's going to look a little bit interesting, I think. So, come down in here and still see what we can throw around the place. Throw a couple of webs here, there, and everywhere. It's all about just kind of like little bits of detail where I can get them into the build. So, not too bad on the whole. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. I've done a little bit of detailing around here, but I am really running out of time now to get all of this stuff built up. So, sorry about that. Sorry about missing an episode during the week. Everything is going to go back to normal next week. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video.